Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Hello everyone. I hope everybody is doing great, right? Okay, so excited for today's class. I hope all of you went through the submission process that we played at the beginning of this class. Don't worry if you haven't, then we'll play it again at the end of the class and you can have a look there. Okay, and remember to make your submissions on time and for all of the classes, only then you will be eligible for a certificate. All right. Okay, so what are we going to learn in today's class? So today's class will be a fun class. We are going to learn how to make a colorful sky. Okay, up till now for all of the classes, you've made skies out of mostly 2 or 3 colors, right? You've just blended 2 colors and made the skies out of that. But for today's class, you will learn how to use more than 2 or 3 colors and make a nice colorful sky. Okay, you will be really impressed with the painting at the end of the class and you will learn something very new and amazing. Okay, everybody ready for today's class? Let us quickly see what are all of the materials that we'll need for today's class. Okay. So is everybody able to see my screen? All right. So what are all the materials that we'll need? We'll need the paper, of course, on which we'll be painting. Apart from that, we'll need a pencil. We'll need the eraser, okay, for making our drawings and for corrections. What all will we need? We'll be needing the brushes for painting. We'll need our watercolors, okay, and we'll need a jar of water, which we'll be using for our watercolor painting. All right, everybody quickly get all of these materials ready. Also, like I said, for every class, if you have a black gel pen or if you have a black sketch pen, you can keep that. That will be very helpful and very handy, okay? You will end up saving time if you have that. So keep that ready also. Quickly keep all of these materials ready, everyone. Okay, so today's class, the starting will be a bit different. For other classes, we have seen that we've just taken the blank paper and we've just moistened or dampened the paper and then we've started on with the colors. But for today's class, since we are going to use many different colors in the sky, it will be a bit different. Okay, because we don't want our colors to be mixing inadvertently. So that is why we'll be using the colors only. We'll not pre-dampen or wet the paper. Okay, very important. Don't dampen the paper first. We'll be using a different technique. Okay, we'll be using wet on dry. We'll use the dry paper only. All right. Everybody ready? So the first color that we'll be using is blue. You can use any shade of blue, but it is better if you have cobalt blue, if you have ultramarine blue, teal, if you have sky blue, any of these shades, if you have them, try to use them. If at all you don't have these shades, then you can use Prussian blue or whatever blue you're having. But what are the blues that are preferable? Any light shade of blue like sky blue, cobalt blue, ultramarine blue, or your teal color. Okay, if you have any of these colors, you can use that. Or if you don't have at all, then you can use blue directly. So just see what we'll be doing. So here we'll take a nice thick brush. Okay, take a nice thick brush, dip it in water. And first, just the top portion we'll be painting. If you want, you can wet it a little bit, only just half of the paper. Okay, if you don't want, don't do it. Okay, if you're not very sure about regulating the water content, don't do it. Okay, so here I've taken the blue color. I've used Prussian blue. Okay, I'll start from the top like this. See, I've not completely wet the paper. I've just used a little bit of water at the top, but I will recommend you not to do it because some of you might not be very adept at controlling the amount of paper on your amount of color, amount of water on your paper. Okay, so if at all you're not very sure about yourself, don't use. Directly use the color and the water together and just apply it. Cover almost half of your paper like this with the blue color. Okay, everybody complete till this portion first. Cover half of your paper with the blue color. Everybody quickly get it done. We'll be moving on to the next color portion after this. Those of you who have finished with the blue color, the next color that we are going to use is yellow. Okay, next color that we are going to use is yellow. You can use any shade of yellow you have. Chrome yellow, ochre yellow, sand yellow, okay, lemon yellow, any shade of yellow you want. You can keep it ready. Next shade that we'll be using is yellow. Quickly complete the blue part, everyone, before we move on. Just 30 seconds more. Okay, so we'll move on to the next color now. So just see how we'll be painting the next color. be very careful when you are painting the next color. Here's why. Because when we use yellow, you know that yellow and blue, when mixed together, they give green color, correct? So now we'll be using a thinner brush. Not very thin, but thinner than the thick brush that we are using to paint blue. So I'll take some nice amount of yellow color and I'll start painting from here. So see here, this portion I have not applied water. Why I have not applied water? Because if I applied water, the color would have spread directly as soon as I applied it, and it would have mixed with the blue color and given us a green color in the sky, which we don't want. We'll directly use the yellow color like this, and we'll cover up the lower portion of the sky like this. Take your time. Just fill up, make some cloud-like structures like this at the top so that it doesn't look like a line. Okay. Make some cloud-like structures like this. Just circle up the top parts. It should not be a straight line. You should make it like a circle like this. Okay, everybody complete till this part. Cover the lower part, divided into two halves. One half of it covered with yellow, and the top portion you should make some round structures like this. Instead of a straight line, just move into the blue zone and make some round structures like this so that it looks like the top of the cloud. Remember, the other half is left. I have not colored the other half. Okay, just one half, just one side I have painted. Quickly complete this, everyone. Any yellow you can use, any yellow of your choice, ochre yellow, chrome yellow, any yellow that you want, Indian yellow, Naples yellow, whatever yellow you have, you can use that. It will be better if you choose a color that is nice and bright, because that is how we want our sky to look. Okay, so that is why I have used lemon yellow here. If you want, you can use that color, or you can use any other yellow of your choice. Quickly complete. This should not take much time because it's a very small area that you have to paint. Okay, one half of the lower half of your paper. Just one side of it we have painted with yellow. Now for the next part, we are going to use a pink color or a purplish color or mauve or rose color. If anybody has any of these shades, you can use that. If at all you don't have any shade of pink with you, in that case, you can use red or orange too. That will also work for this part. Okay, for the next part, we'll be using pink color. You can use pink, mauve, violet. Okay, you can use rose color also. If at all you don't have any of these colors, then you can use your scarlet, crimson, your vermilion or orange also. Okay, so these are the list of shades that you can use for the next portion. Now we'll move on to the next portion then. See, here I've taken the deep pink color nicely. The same brush, I've just loaded it up with the deep pink color. And I will start painting from the other side now. Just how we painted the yellow portion. See, I'm circling up the top portion so that they look like clouds. They shouldn't be looking like a straight line. Okay, circle the top portion so that they look like clouds. Just complete till here, everyone. Complete making the top portion of the left hand side and covering one half of the lower paper. Okay, this is a bit advanced than all of the other classes that you've done so far, But since you've completed those classes, I'm expecting that you should be able to do this. Okay, this shouldn't be very worrying for you. Okay, it shouldn't be too tiresome for you. You should be able to do this. Okay, I will just repeat what we've done from the starting of the class. First, we've taken the blue color. We've covered one half of the paper with it. Then we took yellow color. We covered one half of the remaining half of the paper, one side of it. And then the top portion, we just rounded it up like this so that it looks like the top of the cloud. Okay. For the other half, we have used our pink color. If you don't have pink, what are the colors that I told you? Red, mauve, violet, crimson, orange, okay, scarlet. These are the colors that you can use. Just get it done till here. Okay, so what is the next step that we have to do? Anybody, any guesses? What should be the next step? So see, there's a line between this pink and orange, this pink and yellow, right? We don't want that. We need to mix that up. We need to blend that up. Okay, so while blending, we'll take off in between colors or the lighter color. So in this case, what are the colors that come in between pink and your yellow? We can take help of orange. We can take help of red. And we can use yellow also because out of these two, yellow is the lighter color. We discussed in the last class, right? I gave you the tip. Yes. So out of these two colors, yellow is the lighter color. You can use yellow to blend or else you can also use orange and red to blend these colors. Okay, so just see how we'll be blending. First, nicely make the top of these round so that they look like clouds. Okay, see how I'm making them round like this nicely so that it looks like clouds on the sky. It shouldn't be like a straight line. It should be nice and rounded. And now we'll start the blending process. So see, again, I'll go back to the lighter color. Out of these two, yellow is the lighter color. I'll just apply more of that lighter color on the border of these two colors. And you see how nicely we have got a blending like this. It's as if the two colors have mixed. So this is the tip for blending or for mixing two colors. Out of the two colors, whichever is the lighter one, use that color and you will get a color in between that will help you mix. Okay, just keep on applying, taking this mixed color and just apply it in between. It will give you the texture of clouds. See, I'm just applying some of this color here and there. Keep taking more of the yellow. You can also take the help of red and orange, like I said, to mix up. Okay. If you want, you can add some more red and orange here. Nicely mix it up. Take the yellow color, take the red color. Keep on taking the yellow and the red color. Take the orange color. Nicely mix it up. It's very, very random. You can do it any way you want. You can also avoid using this orange color as well. You can directly use your pink color and your yellow color only. I'm just repeating it again and again for you so that you can see how we are using the light color to create this cloudy portion. See, it looks like fluffy clouds. Okay, blue background and some fluffy clouds like this. So everybody, this will take you a bit of time. Be active and complete it nicely. What did we do? Like I told you, at the border, we'll be using the color that is lighter, that is lighter. So what was the light color in this case? It was yellow. We used it and we merged up the pink and the yellow. What did we get? We got a color in between, orangish kind of color, and we just rubbed that color all over this yellow portion. Then we took some red or some orange if you have some, and we just put it on the side of the yellow as well. And we mixed it up with yellow. So here we got a nice colorful shade. Okay, you can avoid the red portion also if you're not feeling comfortable. You can just keep the pink and the yellow portions. Okay, if you have already used red, you can just put a little bit of red on the right hand side also. It will just give a nice glowing effect. So see how nicely we have created our sky portion. Now we are just left with the silhouette. Those of you who have completed till this, if you have a fan or if you have some place to dry out your paper, you can just keep it out to dry. Okay. And for the next step, you can get ready with a thin brush and your black color, or if you have a black sketch pen, use that. Okay. Everybody complete this. It will take some time. Don't worry, even if it gets mixed up, it is supposed to look like that. Okay, don't think that your colors are all getting mixed up. No, that is how it should be looking. Okay, even if your colors get mixed up, that will give a nice colorful impression on the sky. Okay, just remember that the top should be nice and bright. The top should be circled and it should have nice pink and yellow on both sides. Rest of it, the lower portion, even if the colors get mixed up, it's completely all right. Okay, that is how it's supposed to look. Okay, see, once it's a bit dry, you can apply more of the yellow color on the top. Okay, so that the tops look nice and colorful. Rest of it, I'm repeating again and again, the tops of the cloud should look nice and colorful. The lower portion where you have applied your orange and your pink, even if that gets messed up, it's nothing to worry about. It's supposed to look like that, colorful, nice and vibrant. All right. So see, after drying out, it should look something like this. Everybody, if you have a fan in your room, just turn it on so that it dries out quickly. Okay. And in case somebody has used too much of water, then for the next step, you can just use a pencil and make the drawing for now. Later on at your own free time, when the paper has dried out, then you can apply the black color. Okay, for the next part now, we are going to make some monuments. Okay, the silhouettes of some monuments. Okay, so for that, if your paper has dried out nicely, you can directly use the color. If not, then use a pencil first and draw out the shapes. Later on, when your paper is dry to some extent, then you can use the black color. Okay, be very careful, because if you're using your black color on top of a wet paper, the black color will spread all over these clouds and it will just ruin all of your efforts. Okay, so don't use the black color now if your paper is very wet or if it has not dried up properly. If it is at least a little bit of dry, if it's at least a little bit dry, then you can go on and use the black color. Okay. Those of you for whom your paper is dry, you can use a thin brush now and make the drawings. Rest of you, you can just draw it with your pencil or your black sketch pen or black gel pen. Okay, later on when your paper has dried out, you can color it. So just see, we'll draw a circle like this, an arc, a sector of a circle like this, a straight line. It's as if there are some monuments, okay? The dome-shaped monuments. If you want, if you're not very sure about drawing such dome shaped, you can directly make buildings, rectangular buildings also. It's up to you what you want to make. Okay? We'll draw some little structures like this here and there. One structure here. Another one here. Remember to make these drawings with the pencil again and again. I'm telling you because some of you might make mistakes that will ruin up all of your hard work. Okay? Remember to use a pencil to draw this if your paper has not dried out. Then we'll make a triangle like this. Okay, finish the drawing till here first, everyone. So there's almost a sector of a circle here. Then we have a straight line, a semicircle, a straight line, two rectangles, one triangle at the top and one line. We just wait for everybody to complete this. Take your time and complete the drawing. Use a pencil first, again and again I'm saying it. Don't ruin the hard work that you've put into your drawing. Those of you who have already completed making the drawing and your paper is dry as well, you can start filling all of these structures with black color. You can start filling these structures up with black color. Those of you who have not completed, first complete the drawing. Okay. You can make some additional structures of your own as well if you want to. Or you can draw less number of structures also. It's completely dependent on you. I am drawing this huge minar here. Okay, it's like a minar. I'm drawing one here. It's completely optional. If you want, you can draw this. This will just add beauty to your drawing, nothing else. Okay, once the drawing is done, we'll just take the black color and we'll completely cover up all of these structures. Just like we did in the previous classes with the mountains. Okay, we drew the mountains and then we filled them up with black color. Similarly, we'll be filling up all of these structures with black color. You see, we are getting a nice shadowy silhouette of some minar or some temple, some mosque. Okay. It can be anything you want. You can draw some buildings also. If you're not very sure about drawing minars and dome-shaped structures, you can draw some buildings also. All right. So here we are done with our painting. So see how beautiful it looks. So many colors in the sky. You can see your blue color, then your pink color, your yellow, and then there's a little bit of red and orange here. And some part of the yellow has mixed with the blue and it's given some green also at the top. So such a colorful sky, and we have also drawn a silhouette. Okay, so what all did you learn in today's class? You learned how to mix and match different colors. Always remember, if your colors get mixed up, that is not an issue in watercolors. That is what's supposed to happen. Just remember that the tops, that is your clouds, your defining structure should be properly done. Whatever is there on the sides or where the mixing part is there, you don't need to worry about it. The colors are using water as their medium. They will spread out and they will eventually mix. That is the beauty of watercolors. Just remember that the top parts where you need to be definite, your top of the clouds, okay, they should look like top of clouds. And you also learned how to make some nice silhouettes, okay, because of in most of our classes earlier what we have made are buildings and we have made some mountains, but in this class we have learned how to make some archaeological structures like your minars, your temples, okay. So that's a new thing that you learned in today's class. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's class, okay? And I hope everybody learned something new, because I want to see nice and beautiful paintings in your submission. Remember to make all of your submissions on time, because if you make the submissions for all of your classes, you are eligible for a certificate. And also you get to be marked in the top 10. If your artwork is really amazing, you'll be marked in the top 10 also. Okay, and if you've missed out on the submission instructions, don't worry. We'll play it again at the end of the class so that you can have a look. All right. Okay, everyone. Hope to see all of you in the next class. Keep painting. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at Uolo_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions.